Well, no, because the players in that faction that don't want to partake in the PvP don't have to be down in the red bases. As long as some of the people that are will, you know what I mean? Again, if you declare it against each other, then ultimately, you know, they're going to be happy. If they're not happy to declare war between each other, then you know that that specific faction isn't into the PvP side of it. But for those who are, they can take part in it when we say the event's on.
Honest, should I break it down on real honest? I see all factions are here, and I see all factions in the north, so everybody is safe in the north. I didn't see none of y'all going down there to the south and building into the south. I'm just saying how now, straight how it is. So my opinion, we should have a faction in the south. Let's say bandits. Bandits are allowed to rob people. They are allowed to shoot you with rubber slugs. They can fucking torch you, but they're not allowed to kill you. Opposite, y'all have the opportunity to kill them if y'all see them. Kill on sight in the green zone. Y'all make the green zone a little bit more interesting, but it's a faction then down there. If y'all want wars on your own, y'all going down to the south. I mean, the only
Okay,
biggest
so
two
how would
factions
we
we have
identify
in
the
the moment.
bandits? Would
Bandits
they have to
simple. They
wear a
don't have
certain armband, like?
I mean,
no. They
orange
don't
is
have no
free.
armbands.
Oh, okay, yeah.
They
Yeah,
don't
they're
have no
just
armbands.
free.
Don't they? They're free.
Like
They don't have
cannibals too. They just legit are free.
factions. They have. We are factions. We got to show ourselves, but they don't got to show themselves. He's a bandit. He can be a lone wolf, or they can be a group. We would have
Okay.
this. Let me say, like a faction, and in the future, when we get bigger, all the toxic players automatically go to this faction, and we will have them in the south. And if y'all want to RP and y'all want PvP, then make a RP that y'all got to go to the south today. It's a convoy. Y'all got to pick up something. Y'all just want to wait their fucking base. You know what I'm saying? And every day it's a reason to go to the south and fuck them up.
I'm down.
And we
I'm in
gotta
for that. I think that's
watch out.
a good idea,
And
yeah.
we gotta watch
I'm
out
into
in the
that.
green zone because they can rob us. So you can walk now here out this airfield. Airfield safe. You walk out to my city. Let's say Casino is safe, but the way
Yep.
to Casino it's open. If I get walked there, somebody shoot me with rubber slug or knock me a fucking shovel on my head. Well, that's RP. That's how it is. You know what I mean? That's the best opportunity we can do, and not
I,
allow them to shoot.
I'd still want some type of PvP up here. I mean, we could make down south KOS, and then up here no KOS.
Well, I mean, if
Exactly.
That's a good
You
idea,
can do it.
actually.
if
Mixed
you
with
up in the
his,
green,
that's not bad.
up in the green zone, you can make RP kills only. Like you have to have a reason to make them.
Yeah.
Even what I was trying to say with the whole, whose mic sounds like you just got eaten by a dog.
And we can, for people that just want a PvE, we can put a certain color for them. Maybe you have them wear orange armbands and they can just play PvE. But if they are caught fucking around, then that would be, you know, breaking the rules as far as them.
Well, I don't
Maybe.
think you should see.
Yeah, but that's fucked up. See, but now we go ahead, man. Go ahead, go ahead, bro.
Like what you were saying when we were saying about you're saying that there are people who want to play PvE and whatnot. Then make the if you did do a map wide, make it where only factions can go to war. That way they're the only ones fighting.
Yeah, I was thinking about that.
Because if people want to fight, then they can join factions.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
The factions get membership, and it would also make the RP more interesting map wide. You know what I mean? And the only people who can get raided
I'm
are
still
two
intrigued by
factions
the idea of having kind of like
A
if a
bandits.
faction claims a territory, then that territory should always be green because like it's kind of that's the point of why everyone's built up here. I'm sure we're all in agreement. The reason most people have built up here is because they don't necessarily want that location to be raided.
Hand up
They
for
want
that.
to be able to have a safe place to hoard, you know?
But also in that too, though, the factions have a right to defend their territory from solos or other smaller groups. You know what I mean? Like the whole rule where we have if you get told to leave and you don't, they can be removed by force, should be kept a thing. Because if you don't want somebody up in your territory like that, you should be able to remove them. And if they don't go, then you have to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if we keep it to like if you players can play solo or in groups of 4, they're not a faction. You know, keep it to just the factions that can fight anywhere. You know what I mean? That way, if people do want to fight, it influences people to join factions, and then
no, man, I'm a faction too, and I got a no. I got a faction too. In my faction, we support the police. I'm a priest. You know, we are RP city down there. Actually, Kushino was the first RP city. I was the first one who claimed the city. You know what I'm
And we're the
saying? We
safest
have
city.
down
Well,
there,
not
we have
safest,
we
but
have
you know what I mean.
down there people you know who comes, chill, get food, buy food, trade, all of that shit. We got everything down there. You know, like black market, every fucking thing. It's a PVE thing. You know what I'm saying? Moment
So
I
then
got
shouldn't it
people
be up
they
to your
they
faction to protect that?
it is to protect, but I cannot say we are going to war. Or opposite, now y'all seeing Kushino, y'all 7 people, y'all seeing it's only 2, so now y'all want to start war because y'all know y'all 7 people and y'all can
Well,
do it.
then make it
You
where they
know,
have to have a reason to go to war. They can't just declare war for anything. They have to have a
Exactly.
reason. You know what I mean? If
very
everyone
simple.
treats everyone nicely, there'll be no war. You know what I mean?
The thing what I'm saying is keep the green zone. All of y'all are in green zone and we are talking about PvP. Why did you not build in the red zone in the first? If you know your faction is hardcore elite, you want to go to war, then go to the south. You belong there. Up here,
Well, I'm
people
not
they want to
talking about.
build. No, I'm just saying people up here want to build. You know, they want to trade, they want to have fun, like everybody's doing now, talking, doing all kind of shit. But if you want a
This
faction,
would not
fight,
be,
fight. You got to go to the south. I mean, it's actually so simple and it's big. The best cities. You have so much opportunities down there. If your faction, if you know, hey, we are this type of faction, we want war, hey, then don't live in the north. Live in the south. You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? And people would go down
And
there
there's
because
there's
you
no
are there.
reason that way that people can't have both as well. You know, you can have a big base in the green zone. You can also have a base in the red zone, and that way you've got the choice of when and how you go to war. Unlike we can still do the thing where we declare war amongst each other as well. So it's kind of the best of
Because
both worlds.
we are playing this
But
game a
then,
long time, and we all know how it is. The most RP gonna be, we gonna whop you, we gonna whop you. Hey, stop here, gun out, whop you. And nobody wants that bullshit. You wanna walk out and get whopped every fucking day, and everything's just a PvP because of whop? That's how it's gonna end, and I think we
well,
all
we're
know
not. I'm
that.
not saying make the whole map PvP. I'm saying there's like what we're talking about is to influence more RP. And even if we don't, if everyone's building the red zone and just
Then
shooting
I
each other, there's not going to be no politicking between factions. Like you can ask Sem, like we've been politicking here and there for the past 3 days. I've been trying to get in touch with you and Laughing to, politic faction wise. It just influences more, and it's not saying that you have to shoot on sight or any KOSing. You have to have reasons to do everything. It'll influence a lot more RP. It'll influence a lot more
I mean, another
politicking.
way we could do it is to have scheduled events that are PvP that are down in the red zone, so we still keep the green in the red zone the way it is now. Everyone knows that if they've built in green, they're always going to be safe. And then we
Well,
could have like I say, like a Wednesday night or a weekend day or something like
Yeah.
that, where we can have like actual PvP events. The factions that want to partake go down to their bases in the red zone. Boom, we have the PvP encounters for those that want to take part in that, and
we
no one's
could
forced either way. Then you know what I mean? Is everyone is opting in that way? Do you see
we
what I mean?
could have passive
It's
factions
gotta be that way.
where
Everybody now in this server and the most, and all of us, all the factions, we all know we got our bases, we all got our loot, blah 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 blah. So it's very easy to start shit up here and here, but it's just too easy. I don't like easy shit.
we
And
could have
I'm the type of
passive
dude, if you
factions
want to have
though.
balls, then show it. So go down to the south. If we talking about PvP, we're not talking about the green zone. It's actually so simple. Green and red. We talking about the red zone. My opinion, who wants build up, I mean, we
I
have
see
already
somebody.
one. We in channel. We got a base in channel, and we was in channel the whole time, and nobody was there. We had
Okay.
light. We had light in the nighttime. Nobody came. Laughing knows. We put bounty out. Nobody come and get the money. So why are we talking about doing shit in the green zone if I'm not talking, but I'll just say how it is. If the factions don't want to go to the south,
I'm
then why
down
y'all
to
want
go.
to fight up here?
Like I can definitely state that we like Dead Legion. We definitely want to go down to the south, make a base, and we want to have some PvP events. 100%. All of us are
Yeah,
down.
we'll be there. We'll be down there.
Well,
You
I
give us
think
a
But I
couple
mean,
of days
it's
to get built up down there, and we'll be happy. We'll be happily able to sort of partake. We'll be more than happy to do that.
we'll keep
well,
the
I
green
mean,
zone,
the one
but
thing you're really focusing on is the PvP part. When we're talking about a whole specter of RP, like think of you're a mercenary group, right, Semtex? You guys are
Yeah.
mercenaries, right? So what if I want to make a human, like I was talking about that for those Marines that had that field hospital up? They needed medical supplies. If I was going to do that, I could hire you out for security if there is more openness with the map.
Yeah, no,
it opens, like I said, it opens up
that
more.
is
I'm
RP
not
in the
talking
green
about,
zone, if you know what I mean. But
but
also
I'm not
we can
talking,
also
but
have
okay, but how
RP
are,
in the red zone as well, and that's what
but
we're
what I'm
talking
saying,
about.
what I'm saying, if there's no such thing as fighting or anything up in the green zone, then there's no point in me doing that.
Yeah.
It blocks off RP. You guys are focusing on the PvP aspect of everything, but I'm talking about making something more for RP.
I think we can get a registry going on for each faction.
You can go to the red zone, but most people don't want to build 2 bases at the same time. Some people just want to build one base, and that's influencing them to build 2 bases. And it goes
But see, and this is my issue. What happened in the beginning. So if you know, like, let me say you want that on the end, it's more PvP. We're talking about more PvP in the green zone. Let's talk bottom line. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be that way. RP, it will happen. It's not the first time we are playing RPs, and we know how it's gonna end. Every time in wars, quick, ding, ding, and the green zone is suddenly a red zone. Will happen real fast, maybe 2 weeks, and that's not the idea behind it. If you build in the north, but let me say your attitude is south, well then move your whole faction down there, build up there, and start your RP from there. Nobody said you got to kill somebody down there. It's kill on sight, but you don't got to kill them. It's RP. Now it's about trust. This is RP. Do you want to deal with these people? Yes or no? You know what the area is? That's RP. Safe zones, trustable. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I think we can make up.
And supporting the medical, y'all can do that in the green zone.
I think we can make up a registry of passive actions.
A bandit now could be there and stop your convoy. Maybe stop y'all from doing that. Yeah. The faction bandits, they would be allowed, and y'all allowed to shoot back. Don't matter where.
I think for the sake of the green zone,
I think there's either the choice of keeping. There's either the choice of
my
keeping
fucking
the
mic was
green
muted.
zone and the red zone the way it is right now, or there's the option that we take where we have the faction cities become green zones in and of themselves.
Well,
do you know what I mean? And then everywhere in between is then red. So if you're traveling from your safe zone in your city out to another one, you could travel to another green zone. Like, say we wanted to come and visit you down in Sverograd, that would be brilliant, but it also means that if we wanted to do that, then there's that little element of danger in us coming from here to there,
That's
and
exactly
that also
what I'm saying.
supports
It
what you're saying.
more RP. Because like right now, I wanted to go from my base and deliver medical supplies to a field hospital here. I don't have to worry about shit. There's no point in me hiring you guys out.
Yeah.
Right? Which restricts RP at that point. You're restricting RP at this.
I think,
okay, like for instance, like Northwest or like
would be good.
Okay, and then also with that idea you said where the faction cities are safe zones, that influences a lot more solo players or PvE players to move to faction, like make agreements with the factions to move into their cities, and then cities have civilians.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying?
Well,
that would add even more RP.
What would you guys?
That's civilians already, man. That's the problem. What I'm talking about here.
That's what I'm saying, though. You have civilians, but no one else has reasons to have civilians.
Well, we can.
But then do a RP. That's what I'm saying. Why should we change everything now to get focused on your faction? Just to have
Who's saying anything about my faction? I'm talking about everyone.
I'm just saying. You try to fit it now to the RP. You're talking about RP, but every time I hear the example, you and this convoy. But the RP is not just you and your convoys. Yes, if we have, let me say again, a faction with bandits, they can do that shit over there. Then you got, what you want. You have a faction
to put it in a different way, Alicia,
who can
put it a different way. Could you you could choose to be in your faction by wearing your armband, yeah? But you could also, if you felt like PvPing, you could take off the armband and identify as a bandit on that day if you felt like it.
Ooh. Yeah, but then you have to wear masks and hide your identity because people remember you by your face.
Can we get like a faction registry where, let's say, Smoke's faction would be a passive faction, so for the most part, for non-KOS and raiding, he'd be off limits. But for factions that are registered as aggressive in the green zone, can do certain things to other aggressive factions, like let's say FAA and Dead Zone will have territories and shit like that.
I mean, yeah. I mean, you could have three different faction like registration. You have like assassins, so like people like Amnesia's faction do their thing without the risk of getting raided, attacked, or anything like that.
Yeah.
Then you could have a neutral one saying
that would be up to the discretion. That would be up to the discretion of whatever war treaty that you guys might have going on at the time.
Yeah,
but y'all still have the area now. Y'all still have this area now. See, now what happened if two factions somewhere doing their shit and some other folks running between it? So are they now in it or not? Or maybe they get a shot because nobody know who it is. You know what I'm saying? And it's the green zone.
Right, and plus that adds an extra layer
that's the whole thing of war. That's the whole thing of war too, though.
But
if we have battles and you're in the middle of it and you catch a bullet.
But it's not about, bro, but you don't understand my point. It's not about the green and the red zone. We have a simple rule, man. And it was so easy, and it's so easy. It's just green and the red zone. We're talking about RP, PvP. If I hear you from talking from RP, I only hear RP, PvP. Done. So go to the south. And let them go to the south and then get some medicals. Get some medicals from Channel and bring them up. Go down to Channel, to the hospital. It's a lot down there. I'm down there. I know. So go down there to Channel.
Because then,
get your stuff
I see what you're saying
up.
here, Amnesia.
You know what
because
I'm saying,
what you're saying is you want to promote PvP,
you built with 7
and that kind of
people
makes sense
in
a
the
lot more.
PvE zone, brother. I'm sorry. I tell you straight up. You built with 7 people in the PvE zone. If you want to be hardcore, brother, then take your folks and go down there and be hardcore and do your RP, but do not try
to change shit in the green zone. And just to do it a little bit better,
simple.
You grab 2 people that are in line, 2 leaders, and put them on different sides of the zone. So let's say one guy doesn't want to do PvP, but yeah, he's inside your faction. So then you make the best of your men that don't want to, do PvP, make him a leader, and put him inside the green zone, and then you can go to the red zone if you want to.
Like me, man,
but that goes back to making factions that do want to do anything like that have to build 2 bases. And who the fuck slid down the ramp? Oh, Harvey.
What the fuck?
I would think so.
Like I said, bro, we have 2 bases. We have a PvE city up here running with civilians. We have our church up there. I'm a priest up there. Nobody comes to that city. I would like it if we had bandits. If we leave certain areas, they can rob us. We can kill them. It's very simple. You have action in the green zone. But that's like the
that goes back to what
fairest thing you can do.
That's what Semtex said. Make certain cities faction cities be safe zones where you can't get robbed or attacked like that. But if you leave them, then you have the risk of that. Exactly what you said.
In the cities, you can never get raided. What I'm saying, but the outside, but have a faction.
Yeah. I think we're all trying to say the same thing, and we've just approached it from a different angle. Yeah.
You know, you have this official bandit faction down here in the south, so everybody knows down there. It's a big ass fucking base. We can go and raid and shoot and get dumb. Our faction knows opposite. We know they can come up and let me say, fuck up a little bit our safe RP up here, cause they are the only ones. Not you as a faction, not me, not him. They, cause they are bandits. You are milice. Me, I'm the 18. We the same. We support the police. Them up here's the same. So we are military. You know what I'm saying? So we are
but
not
then also, what
does
that give the police to do up here?
Also, though, it kind of gives you, Reaper, it gives you the opportunity as well. If you think about it from a role-play scenario, say, like, these guys are down in Chernerus in their base, and they need medical supplies, it gives you a reason to go down there, but it also gives you, then, a reason to hire us to protect you in the red zone.
Now you got it. Now you know
we just keep wording it wrong, so we keep catching.
Yeah. I think we're all trying to say the same thing. We've just all flipped it from a different angle.
I'd still like to add something where a faction can go to war with somebody and shit can go down in the green. I understand that somebody might be caught in a crossfire, but
that's up to you. Hey, you walked into it, you heard gunshots. Yeah.
The only way that could work, though, is if we did have, like, the green zones as the faction cities, because then there's areas between those cities where there is that danger
but then
zone.
that also,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, but then I mean also make northwest here a green, like a safe zone, right?
Oh, it
This is the
definitely will
spawn.
be. This will be a
Will be like
community
the ultimate
place.
safe zone. And let's say, like, I mean, I like what you said about the registration as a faction. So
Yeah,
if
no
you
bandits
register
can
like,
come in here.
like no, what I'm saying though is like, you know how you said the registration for the factions
Yep.
for like Hayes, if he doesn't want Kushino being raided or anything like that, then they could be a passive one,
Yep.
or you know,
No, but
they
we
could
are not
be.
passive. That's what I'm saying. We
No,
are
we
not
are not
passive, man.
passive.
We are not passive. See, that's what I'm saying. We are putting now points here we actually don't gotta have. It's simple. Go to the south, brother. It's simple. Go to the south. Build in the south. If you want to be a Milites hardcore, you want to have you hardcore RP, do it. You want meter gaming, we can do that too. It's even harder then. If your correct is dead, he's dead. We can do meter, no problem. Y'all know meter gaming, right? I think that everybody knows meter gaming. So we can do that in the RP too. Makes more fun. Still keep red zone and the green zone. Done.
I mean,
it's so
I
fucking
have no
simple.
issue at all for our speaking just on Dead Legion's behalf. We have no problem with going and building the base down in red. And I think the only thing is like the problem we've got at the moment is you guys go down. You guys want an PvP experience in red. No one is coming down. Yeah. So what we need is to like have the factions who are willing to PvP also sort of basically say, yeah, okay, we're going to build a second base down there specifically for PvP reasons, but we need to have like a set time slot where we know that like the PvP event is on. So we know that you guys are down there during that time. You know that us guys, if we want to be in the PvP, are going to be down there also. It gives everyone a reason to be down in the red, and
But
it
then,
gives kind of a
see,
bit of value back to the red zone.
but the issue with that though is, okay, so for instance, oh no, I forgot what I was gonna say. Shit. Like, okay, so you talked about that bandit, like a bandit faction, being able to rob. Yeah.
Yeah, they
Now,
pretty much live in the
no,
woods.
let's say the bandits are only, they're not allowed to kill, they can just rob you. You know, the only way they can kill you is if you hold them up and you try to run away or shoot at them, then they can fire back and whatnot, yeah? But also, we're all, most of us, I'm telling you, most of our, like, thing is happening in, like you said, there's nobody in the South like that.
Right,
Whether
it's
it's
empty.
because people don't want to be raided 24/7, and what you guys are suggesting is contradicting because you're saying factions need to go build another base when you guys don't want to have to worry about your base up here. You know what I mean? It's contradicting. What did it?
No, because it's the
And
red zone and the
also,
green
and
zone.
then also
No,
to
it's
the
the red
green
zone and the
zone.
green zone.
What?
Yeah, no,
But
yeah,
also, then
I
you got
think,
the police
yeah.
up in the, you got the police up here in the green zone, and they're, what do they can? They can't really do anything if there's no
Well,
PvP
Yes, they
allowed or
can.
how
anything
about
Yes,
we
they
mix
can.
the two
The
available
ideas
in
police
the
can
green
do
zone.
together?
something.
Yeah.
What do the police do? The police, what do they do? Like I told Laughing to
They
do.
serve and
Like I have
protect.
a sheriff. Like I have a sheriff in my town. What? They take care of the rules, right? If you have an issue, somebody's there and they ain't out your city and you don't want to kill them, so you just live that up to the police. He takes care of it and gets him out. You know what I'm saying? That's the job of the police dudes. What you
But
think the
then there's
police do
factions like I know
if it's
us and Dead
DayZ?
Legion. I mean, there's
Y'all the
us and
only
I know us and Dead Legion to legitly thrive on the fact of sovereign territory and sovereignty between everybody. I shouldn't have to call the police. The fact is we can expand the RP like what he said, like what Semtex's original idea was, having every faction's city a safe zone. That way, if you want to have Krishino as your safe zone, it can't be raided. There you go. But the second that you leave, there's an added danger to it. It influences RP. It makes the police actually have to go and chase down these bandits. Or it makes you guys have to actually go out and chase down these bandits. It gives us reasons to hire out Dead Legion to protect us from bandits.
No, you got it wrong. If it's a bandit, no, you got it wrong. If it's bandits, it can stay green zone. That's the point. Because only the bandits faction allowed to do it. That's my point. Our toxic
We
players are
could
going
we
there.
put a simple
You
rule
feel
in
me?
place that if the bandits are in the green zone, they can only shoot you with rubber slugs.
That's what I said in
And
the
then
beginning. They
if
only
you're
shoot
yeah,
you and they knock you out. That's what they're allowed to do everywhere. If you leave your fucking city, they can be outside and they can get you out the car. They can do all kind of shit. Give you human flesh, take off your shoes, shoot in the air. The zombies come. They can do all that fucking shit. But they can do it. Opposite way is y'all can shoot them. Y'all can kill them straight up. So you have your RP up here. But the green zone will stay. That's what I'm saying. It's only this
yeah, yeah.
faction doing this. We do not want to change the zone because the zone is perfect how it is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Green and red. It's just so fucking simple. So fucking simple. Definitely for us admins. It's so
So
fucking
essentially,
simple.
the only thing that would change then, like to put it in super simple terms, is the zones stay the same. There will be a bandit faction who live in the south, and they're able to enter green, but when they enter green, they're only allowed to attack you with non-lethals.
Well, I mean, you could. I mean, if you're
Is
gonna
it
do it that way,
is it that
I
simple?
would think that would be nice. But instead, with the bandits, yeah, instead of rubber bullets, because like he said, we can kill them. They should be able to, like, fairly defend themselves lethally as well. So instead of saying rubber bullets, say they can rob you if they have the guns pointed on you, and the only way they can kill you is if you don't listen to their commands or you try to shoot them.
Now, with that being said, are we allowed to initiate the actual
Well, then
bounty
you have
hunting
then you have
on the
again,
bandits?
that you made a red zone now because now you know what I'm saying. You starting
Yeah,
now
Well,
you
it's
now
can
that
take
I'm under,
kill.
no, because I see what you guys are saying with the bandits adding more danger to the green zone as well. But I'm saying instead of having them use rubber bullet, because in the red zone they can just kill you on sight, right?
Exactly,
In
exactly,
the green
exactly.
zone, I should say instead of using rubber bullets and just knocking you out, they try to rob you. So let's say me and my guys are bandits, yeah, and so you two pull, you and Semtex pull up. We can point our guns, tell you get out of the car, hands up, we can handcuff you or restrict your hands and rob you, right? But if you try to run away, refuse our orders, or try to shoot us, we have a right to kill you. You
Mm.
see what I'm saying? That way, it means a lot, because if you're gonna shoot me with a rubber bullet and just take, you know what I mean? They could add that's not really RP, is it? You're just getting shot with a rubber bullet out cold and getting robbed. You can, once you do the hold where they can hold you up, then you have the choice. Do I try to go against these people? Do I outnumber them? You know what I mean? There's a lot more options to take in RP that could be used.
Well, on the end, it's the same anyway. You want to be dead. I mean, if he got you, he got you.
Well,
You know what I mean. If a bandit got you, he got you.
But no, you're
I
not understanding what I'm saying, though. I'm
there's
saying
got to be a
they shouldn't
division
be
though. I think
restricted to rubber bullets. It shouldn't be restricted just rubber bullets, because if you have a shotgun out with a rubber bullet and you try to rob me and I decide to shoot you, then you're at a disadvantage automatically.
that
If you
kind of
have a
defeats
gun
the
out on me,
object of there being a green and a red zone, though. This is why we're saying if there's that
That's what I'm
definitive
saying.
rule,
Yeah, man.
like
from what I
if
That's
just
what
there's a
I'm
understood, you
saying.
definitive
said
rule,
bandit.
like if you're a bandit and you enter at that point, you are only able to use rubber ammunition because the people in the green zone don't want to lose all of their stuff. That's the whole reason that the guys that play PvE choose to be in the green zone. So they still keep that. There's still that element of danger that they could get knocked out and robbed or whatever. But they're not going to lose their life and lose all of their stuff and have to start
They
over
maybe lose.
completely fresh.
They maybe lose it if it's a good bandit, man, and he just take those shoes away, man, and take all of his shit and rob him. You know what I mean? And hey, it's all
That's when
about
you
the
use
dude.
bounty hunting.
Yeah, yeah,
That
and
you
you've got the
put
bounty.
a
You can put
bounty
the
on
bounties
that
on
bandit.
those.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's ways to go about it. That's when
I
you
have lost
put
all
the
hearing. I
bounty out,
cannot
you
hear
call
anything. I'll
us,
be right back.
and we take care of it.
Yeah,
We'll
you're gonna
get your
blue
shit
screen,
back.
dog.
So and then and the bandits forget the bandits and everything. It's down in the south, and everybody have a reason to go to the south. My opinion
yeah.
is we gotta make the South alive down there. Don't get me wrong, I'm not one of these, but I'm just saying how it is. We, you know what I mean? We gotta
Mm-hmm.
get life
I
down
think
there, man.
essentially
Like,
we're all in agreement. It's just hashing out the kind of the little details. I feel that you like the way that it was put originally is probably the best way to go about it. I feel there should be the bandit. There can be a bandit clan or tribe, whatever you want to call it, that don't wear armbands. But I think the rule should be is as soon as they cross into the green territory, they're only allowed to use that rubber ammo. So then you keep the ability of those PvE players being able to sort of safely be PvE. They know they're not ultimately going to die, and ultimately if that's what they want to do, they want to PvE. But there's still that little extra element of danger that they could get held up or they could get shot with the rubber bullets. But ultimately they're not going to die. They might lose what gear they've got on them, but they're not going to lose their life. They're not going to lose their base, and that way people can build in green
same,
and they don't get raided.
true, same. And if we do it like
But
that, then like he said with his convoy, now you have the bandits coming up there. Y'all know even y'all doing y'all convoy now. Y'all ain't gonna be dead on the end of the day. But if y'all want the hardcore kick, do the convoy down there in the south. You know, get medical
Yeah,
from
you
Channel,
could
get
send, like,
medicals
when
from
we were
there. You
doing a
know.
convoy, you could like say these guys, like, you wanted to do like a humanitarian convoy to take medical aid. If these guys call for it to go down to like the south, you know that like, ultimately that's like scarier for you. That gives you a reason to hire us. Yeah. It kind of, I think that's, we're all at the same line here. We like, I think.
Yeah. We coming down. We coming down.
Yeah, we're getting close to sort of like
Yeah.
meeting in the middle here, I think. I think the
I see
rubber
the
bullets
problem with the
allows
real
us to meet
bullets.
in the middle with in the green
Yes, sir.
zone. In the red zone,
Yes, sir.
anything
That's what
goes.
I mean.
Panda, can you still
Because
hear
if a
me?
bandit have normal bullets, the first thing I see is, "Hey man, stop! You out! Boom, done." I told him
Yeah.
to stop. I told him. I said so, but I had to shoot him because he just moved. He just wanted to put his hands up, but I couldn't wait. I shot him straight in his face.
Yeah.
So that's what's
Whereas
gonna
if
happen.
it's
And now
with
you
rubber
have a
bullets,
redstone in the
you can
green
get
I
zone.
knocked out. Boom. Yeah.
think so. I'm pretty
That's
sure
the
there's
worst
some
thing that happens. You just
NPCs
get
over
knocked
here
out.
that
I
have
think
them.
that
They're
is
out
probably the
there,
And you
best
have
way.
the
more
original
RP.
ones.
And you have more RP with it. That way.
And that way it gives you reason to do like those convoys down. It gives you guys a reason to hire a group like ours or any other faction that wants to like provide those sort of protection services. But it also gives
Allies,
everyone that little
everything,
extra
man.
I,
tiny element of danger. It
I,
also allows that extra bit of danger in green zone at the same time. But ultimately there's still that division of green and red, which
Exactly.
is kind of what you guys want to maintain if I'm getting your point properly.
I still personally would like a little bit more danger out here in the green zone.
I would say, it just seems like it's not going to go through anything. It's just because what
I
I'm
think
trying to
that,
influence
like,
is like between
if what you're
factions.
saying,
Like
Laughing, is you
you
want
see
that
what
extra danger, I think that the only way you'd be able to achieve that is to have like real definitive green zones, but pockets of them. So there's gap, you know, that it's essentially a circle on the map, and as soon as you leave that green circle, there's that element of danger there.
Yo,
And so it's like we either make the faction cities the green zones, like say up here, like Northwest Air base is always green, Tizzy's always green, so you've got the ability to go there and know you can loot without getting killed. And then you've also then got the extra green zones of the places that the factions have claimed their territory. So like say, for example, our territory is Vybor, that would become a green zone.
yo,
Stalingrad would become a green zone, but everywhere in between isn't green.
well,
So
yeah,
there's
that's what
that
I'm
extra
saying.
element of danger.
and the
That's what I've been
people
saying.
Yeah.
that do want to do PvE and just build, I can make up a color, and then they can claim an area, and I'll just make that off limits for everything, and they can just do their
Yeah,
thing
yeah.
and do what they want to do.
Because with that though, it involves more politicking between factions. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like, yeah, you could politic in the red zone, yeah, but at the end of the day, it could just turn into KOSing every time.
Yup.
You see what I mean? So if we have a
The same
bandit
gonna
group,
happen up here too. Let's do it, but y'all will see, man. Believe on my words, the same shit gonna happen here too. It don't end on the
well, then you
KOS.
can, but
That's
you
how
can
it's
make
gonna end.
checks. What I'm saying is you can make
Right,
checks
you
and
know.
balances. You can make checks and balances to prevent a lot of that stuff, though. So, like, for instance, for fucking factions to go to war, there has to be a definitive answer. Like, a definitive reason. Like, someone's had to do something to actually get that, and if you get your base rated, it's not take everything. They can only take what they can carry on their person and go, so they don't take everything, but they still get something for winning.
Still important though for
But
those
we don't have no base
situations.
rating in the north, so
We have to give
we don't
videos
have no base
too.
rating like that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
everyone.
yeah.
I mean, everyone. The PS4 comes with a built-in
Yeah.
recorder. You know what I mean? It's easy to just save your clip, even if you have it set for 15 minutes. You can set it to
Oh,
30,
fuck
an
legs.
hour, 45 minutes. You see, you know what I mean? And the fact is that it just influences more RP. For like, say, like even if I had to go like a town over, there's still that danger that I might want to just hire you guys out for. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That's just
yeah,
an
exactly,
example.
yeah.
So if
That's
you
why I'm
have
thinking the
every
pockets
faction,
of
and then
green zone might work better than actually
yeah.
having sort of a definitive line that cuts the map
And
in
then
half.
also think about towns that aren't claimed. Okay, so like think about this RP wise, like realistic wise, yeah. If a say like for instance you guys, right? You guys have Fibor. If a big faction has taken over a town, there's going to be more law and order than there will be in a town that has nobody running it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, also
If
it
you
gives
have
the
a town
police
that
force
doesn't-
a reason to police those green towns. So
Yeah.
essentially, if there's trouble that comes into those green zones, the police force then have a reason to come and enforce the kind of the law of that being a green zone.
Do you have a computer, Sim?
For you guys. Yeah, I'm on PC. Yeah.
All right. I think I asked you that before.
And like you were talking about making Tizzy, Northwest, all the military area, like big military bases, like green zones.
I think we should make all of those green zones. Yeah, I think if we had like
Kamensky, the one that's just
because
north of
then
Severograd,
every
would be
faction has
someone.
the ability to go and loot. You know what I mean? Without the worry of getting
And then
there. That's the thing.
also,
the danger is in then getting to that green zone. It's not when you get there. You don't have to watch your back as soon as you're in the military base. Everyone gets the freedom to loot there, but getting there then has that element of danger. Which is kind of what we're all saying. We want to bring that extra element of danger into the green zone, but I think the only way we can do that is to split the green zone up into pockets rather than have it like a definitive split halfway through the map like it is at the moment, if you see what I mean.
Yeah, but that makes a PvP. I mean, let's do it. It's a PvP.
I like that.
I'm telling y'all now, it's a whole PvP fucking map then. Because people just didn't do shit up here with all type of bullshit. Try to hide in fucking bushes and shit, but nobody want to go to the fucking south. That's what I just don't get. You know what I mean?
I'm down for it. I'm completely down for going.
Or you can make it.
I just don't get it.
Instead of making, Mike is giving me my dog again. But what I'm saying too is you can make the whole quote unquote like red zone area on the map. You can kill there, but for RP reasons. Or if you're a bandit, you're free to get killed because you're trying to rob somebody. Not just KOS on site, you can get killed. You know what I mean?
You have to
like
worry
you can't kill on site, but you can be robbed in those red zones. You can be, you can get pressed. You know what I mean? Someone can come and G-check you, easy as hell. You know what
I think
saying?
we'll try out the
danger.
pockets. I'll get something made up.
Don't make the red zone outside of the pockets KOS, but make it where you can get killed for RP reasons.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Or what you could do is
no violence
how about this? Like this would be maybe a compromise that we haven't considered. How about we introduce yellow zones? Yeah. So we've got green pockets up here. Yeah. Then we've got yellow that's in between all of them, and then the bottom is completely red. So if
that's
you're in
not a bad idea.
You're there for PvP. If you're in green, there's no killing
I'm with
at all.
that.
And if you're in yellow, then you can there's kind of that danger zone. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
Like,
So the yellow, you have to have an RP reason to kill somebody.
Yeah. In yellow, you have to have a reason. Like, for instance, say me and say like FAA, FO, and Dead Legion are at war. We can kill each other in the yellow zone because we're at war. You know what I mean?
And if we all put it in Discord, we declare that like we're at war with this specific faction, then that already is a stated reason to kill. But you can only kill people that are wearing that color armband, yeah. So it won't be like you're killing anyone. It'll be like you have to only kill people that are in factions that have opted into that. Do you know what I mean?
And I feel like you can't just start a war because like for no reason. There has to be a reason to start war.
Here's another compromise. You have to have a reason to start a war, and both sides have to agree with the war.
Exactly.
Yeah, you make a declaration of war, and the other side has to sort of like accept that declaration, or deny it. And if they deny it, then no, it's no,
Can you roll me one?
Yeah, I'm with that.
Please? So I don't care.
That sounds good.
I like this guy.
That sounds good, yeah.
Alright, man.
Okay, hands up for that one.
Yellow sounds good.
Compromise of SGC.
You could just say laugh, bro.
Like, just so we're completely clear here, we have green zones that are the faction townships and the military bases, which are no killing whatsoever.
Yellow zones.
We have yellow zones in between them. Yeah, so like that divides it and makes green zones pockets.
And then the south can be the red zone that is purely KOS. Doesn't matter if you're a faction, solo, bandit, nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But up in the yellow zone,
that sounds like a good compromise to me. I feel that that's the best compromise.
Yeah, that opens up RP and more politicking between factions, and then also those who want to just kill on site can go to red. Those who want to just be cool can go loot up. You know what I mean?
All right. Well.
Live in the yellow zones, and not.
Yeah, and then we still have that element of danger in the yellow.
Yeah. Which kind of brings the element of danger that you guys are saying you want also in the green, but it also allows us all to keep that compromise of like
And then
not always being in danger completely.
Yeah, I like that. But going into the whole faction war idea too, I feel like to get your base raided, yeah, or your city, I guess, attacked or whatever, both factions have to be at war, and if whoever's raiding the base, if they do kill everybody and break in, then they should only be able to take what they can carry on them, rather than
I got it, man.
looting their whole base back and forth, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Alright.
That way you get your base raided.
At a time.
That way you get your base raided. The victors get something out of it, but then the people got defeated don't lose absolutely everything.
Yeah, I think the only way that a base could be raided is if both factions
You're right.
do opt into that, though. Yeah. Make a declaration between factions, like, say I want to go to war with, like, the police force, for example, and you have to then say, okay, I accept your declaration of war, or I deny your declaration of war. Once
Can't hear
then
shit.
we know where to go from there.
The apocalypse.
And then also,
and we can do that. We can do that via the Discord. We already have the mechanic for that there.
Yes.
It's already kind of
and then
established.
Also, I know me and Laughing and a couple other people have told Laughing it as well. Something to do with like the police is, you know, like the weed and the powdered milk. Powdered milk can go as like coke or cocaine of some sort.
Yeah, it's
weed
cocaine.
Can be just weed.
And heroin
you know what I mean?
can be the syringes.
Well, listen though, and then that gives the police a reason to actually investigate other factions. You know what I mean? If someone's dealing drugs or pushing drugs.
Yeah, you could do police raids on people's bases, and like maybe with like maybe we could do the same thing with cannabis. That you could actually apply to the police force for like
but you can get a license. But you can get a license.
License,
you can get a license to get illegal. You can get weed a license to get illegal.
Yeah,
to grow it as a medical way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but then also like powdered milk is very. I've found like 3 powdered milk so far. That could be coke, yeah, but it's not really useful anyway, like outside of anything else. Use that.
Yeah,
and
like any base found with powdered milk in there, the police can then take action. They can sort of like basically imprison you for that. You know.
Yeah, and then also on top of that, I forgot what I was gonna say again. Shit.
No, but we should do with the police more like I told you last, man. Every city gets a sheriff. You are just head over the sheriff.
I don't know.
You don't want
about that
any. You don't want any toxic players. You know, we had a lot of people in the police faction, and most of them are banned. So if you have these toxic people coming up and come on, let's open up and talking this shit, you will have an issue, and maybe we'll shoot them. You know what I'm saying? So just do not have that issue. Get a town sheriff, like we have. We have a sheriff. He takes care of the shit.
But I mean,
he's with
but
the
on
police.
top of that,
you know what I
though,
mean?
is like I said, is like for instance, my faction. I know Dead Legion. We have a thing where we believe in sovereignty in our cities.
I feel like
you know
the police should be able to come and do checks on our bases
to
make sure that we haven't got any illegal contraband.
I mean, that's always been a thing.
If they do checks, dude, we are in day
But this is what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is we shouldn't have
coming into your base in day Z.
I mean, if
but
make them get a warrant. Make them get a warrant. Like they have to have proof that we, you know what I mean, that we are suspected to have that kind of stuff on us.
But make it simple. Why you don't give them a sheriff? Just give him the sheriff, and he's that man in that town.
Because that could breach, like I'm saying, the political ways of my group and like even Dead Legion. We had the conversation. We believe in sovereignty within our own towns and our territories and everyone's like base territory. You know what I mean?
I think we could.
I think we could agree. I have it too, but
we're not.
I think you are. But no. Wait a minute. Why to go? You said you want to have civilians and everything in there. Me too. I have a police. That's what you guys should be up. You want. But wait a minute, just let me finish. You want a police officer, have a sheriff. He's with Laugh. You know what I'm saying? But he's with you in your city. You feel me? It's a sheriff. So why you want smart cops if you have a sheriff?
Now can we have the sheriff be part of that one group that's in that town though? Say like in my group, we can pick out a sheriff from our group that works with the police, but is also part of that.
That's RP.
Okay, but that's
what
I'm saying. That's what I'm saying too, though, is. If have somebody like from the police, if we're saying like I said have civilians, yes, but then it should be up to my faction to police my territory as I wish. You know what I mean?
I do the same way. I do this the same way.
Yeah,
man.
but
That's what I'm saying.
I'm saying, but I now what Spread said with having a sheriff, yeah, but that's still the factions policing their own stuff, and that's the way it should be. It's a sovereign territory. You know what I mean?
Yo.
Yeah, the police can come in and raid the
Yeah, but
like,
the sheriff,
but...
that sheriff also works with the actual police.
The sheriff works with the who was it? What you said last? Who was over the sheriff? What is that?
Oh,
sheriff. What's
fucking
over a sheriff?
the chief.
Chief of command or something? Chief of command or chief? So like he's the leader of the police faction. He's the chief. I have a sheriff in my town. He's with them. I mean, we support the police anyway. So he's with him. If you have a sheriff, put him in. In the moment, we don't have no police people. If we have police people, he can put them in the cities. You know what I'm saying? Well, maybe.
But that's what I'm saying is it goes against the sovereignty of a faction.
But wait, I was not done. But maybe in cities where nobody is, to build their shit, maybe people gonna go there on the end of the day because no factions are there. And maybe they don't like Washino as an RP city and they make their own RP city over there because they have security. They have a sheriff in town.
Well, we can have factions that are
people coming. I cannot imagine somebody coming. I just say how it is. Somebody like Sin with that voice coming up to me and telling me what the fuck I gotta do. I not even in RP. That can happen. You know what I'm saying? So you need type of real good police force for this what y'all talking about.
Well, we can have something where sovereign factions are separate from police jurisdiction.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, because okay, I'm down for. I'm saying a faction should have okay, maybe a faction could choose to have a police sheriff in their town, but like for instance, my faction, we wouldn't agree with that because we have different political views against anyone having authority over anyone in our city other than us.
Well, and that's you in your city. In my city, it's different.
Exactly, that's what I'm
we
saying.
Are a faction. We are a faction. Our sheriff is in our faction, so everything is perfect.
I think I'm misunderstanding the way you're saying it. Are you saying that they can choose to have a sheriff?
Yeah.
Or because
exactly
if you're saying
saying,
I don't want that, I'm saying don't be forced to have a sheriff in your city.
No.
Yeah, that's what I've been saying as well.
Okay,
Yeah.
So this whole back
no
and
one's
forth
being
has been
forced.
worth nothing. Yeah, this whole back and forth has been nothing.
Yeah.
I'm glad we did it here instead of in chat.
You can choose to have a sheriff. Yeah, you can choose to have a sheriff if you so wish, but if you want to opt out of having a sheriff, you're able to do so also.
Because I know we've had that political talk where we said, both our factions feel sovereignty is more it's very important. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like I personally, I wouldn't want a sheriff in our I feel we have the ability to police ourselves. So we wouldn't choose to have a sheriff. But if you want one, that's absolutely cool. And anyone who does want one, that's cool as well. I think we should agree though that when it comes to the drugs, I feel like the cocaine
should be able to come and
that
search
should
if they
be
get a
like a
warrant
hard
anyways.
thing, and the police would need a warrant.
But man. Weed is normal. I smoke. Man, come on, man. This
all right.
There's a difference between coke and weed. Yeah. Let's say that cocaine is completely illegal across the entire map. Doesn't matter who you are. Cocaine's illegal.
Exactly.
If you're caught with it, whatever, you're able to be imprisoned.
Yes.
And weed is no problem, but you have to apply for a license to produce and sell said weed.
Yeah,
you
get a license, then it's
or I can take bribes.
You get a license, it's
well,
yeah, but
okay. I have a sheriff in town. So I have license.
Like this right here.
See where we going at now?
If I walk up, I could say this is a warrant.
Yeah. Exactly, but you'd have to you should put a warrant in the Discord thing to actually get let them know. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's a warrant, so there's proof that the warrant's been signed. But what we're saying too, though, Amnesia, is if you have a license to grow your weed or whatever, then you're perfectly fine. But let's say my group, we don't have a license and we're growing weed, then they should be able to come and breach on us and arrest us for growing it.
I think that should be the division. If we all agree here today that cocaine is illegal across all factions, so the police are able to enforce on the basis of that. But if you want to grow and sell weed, you have to apply for a license from the police, and the police have to then give you that warrant. Yeah.
Yeah, and if you're growing weed without a license, then you're up to getting arrested.
Exactly. Yeah. Everyone in agreement with that?
I'm in agreement with that.
I'm down with that.
Yeah, cool. There we go. We've met a compromise.
No, I don't like. No, I'm just kidding.
Fuck you.
Spread. Fuck off.
Hey,
Get out. Get out. No, you know what? No, hold on. Spread. Get out. Spread. Go. Get the fuck out. Get the fuck out!
He's just dancing.
Should I get myself some?
Oh no!
real quick?
Let me see that
So
syringe.
okay, let's like to wrap this up, guys, and so that everybody's clear. What we're gonna have is
Just get
green
some heroin
zones,
for my
which are the
blood, Mark.
faction cities.
Let me see it.
yeah? We're gonna have the red zone as it remains, and we're gonna have yellow zones in between.
Let me see it.
Green zones, yeah,
Yes.
where that you can be attacked with the like rubber pellets, okay, but they can't use
Add an
like
RP,
it can't
add
be
or an
KOS.
RP.
Yeah?
Shit, you put blood in here.
Yeah.
I feel like no,
Yeah,
I feel like
can I have that?
I would say scratch
So I
the
can put it
rubber
back in
bullet
my
thing,
body?
yeah. But only in the yellow zones you have to have a RP reason to do anything to anybody. You
Interesting.
know what I mean? Like
The reason can happen real quick. If we meet each other and we do not know each other, it's
That's a
well,
reason,
it's
yeah.
a yellow zone, so it's a reason. That's what I'm saying. And we changed the
But
green
that's
zone
not, no,
now
I
into
mean,
a red.
like,
But
okay,
Hey,
you
it's
can't,
fine.
I
like,
feel
if we
like
just,
yellow zones
if we
should
don't
just
know
be
each
like
other,
rubber.
that's
yeah.
not a
I'm
probable
A and B
reason.
positive,
I'm
so
saying,
I
like,
don't think you're gonna hurt me.
when I say probable reason, it's like, say I
Oh,
robbed
plus.
you yesterday, yeah? Like, in the whole yellow zone, you're bound to get robbed. You can get robbed.
no.
Alright,
So
yeah,
say
I
I-
guess I'll
Let's
leave it.
start from the
Say-
let's start from the
No, no,
beginning.
hold on.
Let's say
Alright, here.
me and you meet now in the yellow zone. Me and you now. We didn't have no RP yet. So me and you are meeting now. Do you think for real I would come up to you and talk to you? Now, honest, in a yellow zone,
Well,
will
then
you do it?
no, but listen.
Well, we
Listen,
can't kill at KOS.
You can't.
No,
That's
it's
well,
not
you
like
what
can't
I'm
keep it
saying.
far
There's
away
no
from me.
KOS, but they're like
But
they
But
this
you
is
have
what
the
I'm saying.
issue
I
because the
haven't-
gun
I
is
haven't
out.
been able
The
to
gun
say
is
it.
out. Go away. Go your way. Oh wait, now he has
Yeah,
a
that's
reason
what
to
I'm
shoot me
saying.
in my back. You know
No,
what I'm saying? He has a reason now to shoot me in my back.
That's not at all. Like, what I'm saying, if I don't know you, I have no reason to kill you, do I? Exactly. So,
Right.
for instance, like if I robbed you yesterday, right, and then you see me again today in the yellow zone, you can get
You
revenge.
can rob 'em again.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, right.
You can rob or
Dude,
kill me.
honest,
It's a reason. Just
I
seeing
understand, but
people and
honest,
not knowing
for
who
me,
they are is not
for
going
me
to give you a reason
personally,
to kill.
that's full of bullshit. If I see somebody in the yellow zone, for me, honest, dude,
But
it's
there's no
on.
real RP. That's KOS. That's for the red zone.
No. What we have here
That's
now,
not an
that's
RP
what I'm
reason.
saying. No. You said add a reason. So the reason is starting now. You don't get my point. If you coming up walking out with your folks, and I walk with my folks, now move on. If this now the RP, just keep moving. So now nobody's not doing nothing. Nobody's shooting. Nobody's not doing nothing. That's what you're gonna tell me. No, of course not.
That's why I'm saying. That's why I'm saying
feel
rubber
me?
bullets in
Like,
yellow
you
zones
just-
is a good
yeah,
idea.
rubber
because
bullets,
then
rubber
that's a
bullets
happy
in yellow.
medium.
Yeah.
Rubber
Yeah,
bullets,
rubber
yes.
bullets in yellow. That
But
makes
with
sense.
normal
Okay,
ammo,
okay,
no, man, that just don't make
go
no
with
sense.
that. I'll go with the rubber bullets.
I'm down with that. Rubber bullets in yellow.
Just seeing each other is not a reason to kill.
For me, yeah, because it's DayZ, but I don't know you. You maybe want my loot. I
this
want
isn't-
your
this
loot. I
isn't
want your
official.
gun. I want your food. You know, no, it's RP.
Hey, yo,
That's
what
what I'm
size
saying.
is your shoes?
Exactly. So
You
there's
know
no
what I mean?
Yeah.
on site.
It's RP.
Yeah, 12
So
foot.
if I see you and you do not know me,
New York.
Well, that's why
You
we've
feel
got
me?
the division, though, yeah, guys. We've got like to make it super clear. Green
and
zones,
then
no
we would
killing
come to that
whatsoever.
point, like you said. Yeah, you robbed me, and the next day I have my revenge. Yeah, because that would happen right there in the yellow zone. That's what you said. But I'm just telling you the beginning from that scenario. Something got to happen.
Right.
And
Somebody got to get robbed before, and that's going to
But
happen in
at
the
the
yellow
s-
zone every
at
time.
the same time,
People going to
at the
see
same-
each other. Boom, hands up. It's going to be, hey,
But
are
I
we going
don't
to shoot or
see.
not
The
shoot?
thing is, there's a lot of things too. There's a lot of factions politicking come. Like mine. Like for instance, Semtech. The first time you ever met my faction, yeah, we helped you.
Yeah.
We don't shoot on sight
Yeah,
of no one. You
absolutely,
can,
yeah.
The guys before those Marines got banned, one of them was limping down the road, and we helped them.
Just waiting for them
Yeah,
to come in an
what-
agreement of
what
some
we're saying,
shit.
I don't think
I definitely want some more
Let
action
me
in the
speak,
green
so,
zone.
right?
From everybody.
Hang on, like, please let me.
I kind of want, with what they're saying right now,
I'm giving everyone the ability to speak.
the yellow zones, yeah, at
feel
first,
like
Yeah,
we
let
rubber
have a
bullets,
really
but then
clear
if shit
division.
goes down,
We have red zone.
and then the two groups
You can
agree on
KOS,
a
you can do
war,
whatever,
then it
anything
could be
goes
some
in the yellow
KOS
zone.
stuff.
We have green zones, which is like the military bases.
I'm waiting for
and
them
the
to hash
faction
everything
think
out.
tanks. Yeah, the faction territories. In between that, we then have the yellow zone, and yellow zone is rubber bullets only. Yeah, that way everyone, there's that element of danger. People can get shot, people can still do that, but no one's getting outright killed or anything. No one's getting their shit like completely lost or whatever. That's a good like compromise.
We could
can't
have.
it like.
Oh, go ahead.
Right, but
No, feel free.
Okay, yeah.
Well, we could have something like, all right, if I'm part of Dead Legion and I'm out and I get robbed by FAA, at that point, your two factions can come to an agreement where it can be a KOS situation in the green zone, but only amongst your groups.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yep.
Right. And you can declare war, but you need agreements from both sides.
Yeah, agreements, and then also you can only shoot people with those armbands on.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Right, and
Yeah,
if they're in the yellow zone, then there you go.
Yeah, identified as
I think we'll keep
yeah.
the red zone in all KOS type of situation.
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And then
and amnesia to like quell your worry. I can guarantee you, me and my boys, we're gonna go down. We're gonna build.
Yeah,
a base
definitely.
in red. We're gonna
I think
have
most of the people on the server now like
quite close to you,
that.
so we can go down there and we can have that kind of PvP experience because that's what we.
Oh, and about Bobby, bro.
So like,
I'm pretty sure he was infiltrating your group to steal your shit.
They can also come down and build.
I was talking to a few other people. He was trying to join different factions.
That way no one's sovereignty.
He was trying to join Smoke's faction, and he was already in this faction that was previously at this base. This is their base. I banned them, and then everybody came here and took all their shit.
You want to shoot and you want to have all of that. Just go to the south. It's so big. I just don't get the point.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what he was trying to do.
I just don't get the point. Why we gotta talk around this shit? And if you want to RP, you hardcore. You want that kick. You want that. Then RP in the south. Go down to the south, man. RP there. You know, the map is big. You know what I'm saying?
And also, like, if we do it this way, it gives you a reason to send convoys down and stuff, and it gives you a reason to hire us.
Get
it
medical
opens up
from
that
down
whole
there.
perspective.
Get a green zone. I don't care. Get a green zone in the red so that they have a reason to go there and they can trade down there. I don't care. But for me personally, I'm just hearing excuses for PvPing in the green zone. I'm sorry, fellas. I'm just saying how it is. I just hear excuses for PvP.
I'm completely there. Like, there's no reason you can't go down into red and claim a territory and that then become a green. But that's the beautiful thing about having the factions as green zones. You could go down and claim a town in the red zone, and then that will become a green zone. So then you've got to travel through the red zone to get to your green, but once you're in your green, you know you're safe. You know what I mean? It gives you then a reason to hire us.
Yeah, I heard that you guys had caught them fucking with the NPCs too.
Yellow's good, but it's an issue. Yellow is good, but I'm telling you now, it's an issue. In 1 week, we're gonna sit here again because everybody's just shooting each other in the yellow zone with RP. I rob you. Hey, stop. He, ha, boom, and that's what's gonna happen.
Well, I think that's why we should. If we all agreed with the rubber bullet thing in yellow,
give it a chance. Give it a fighting chance at least.
Yeah. If we get rubber bullets in yellow,
and if it doesn't work out, then we'll make up something better.
Yeah. If there's nothing but yellow, if there's nothing but rubber bullets being used in the yellow zones, then there is no kill on site. There is no issue that can happen as a result of that because people are just using rubber. We've just all got to agree that the yellow zone.
Until there's a war between the factions.
Until there's a war.
Yeah.
Until the war.
But that's also so yeah. But then the war between the factions, like we said, it has to be both have to agree to the war, and then
and you both have to agree to use real bullets and not rubber.
Well, because also with the rubber bullet, I feel like Laughing said
declaration.
Right.
Did those?
Did they? Like, say, if I shot you with a rubber bullet, then that incites politicking, and that could influence a war. So
did those spawn back, by the way, after what I fucked with it the other day? I haven't asked you guys about that.
So there's also the problem. Say I'm heading down to the red zone from the green zone into the yellow zone. I'm heading down to the red zone. I have no rubber bullets on me because I'm going to head down to the red zone. And then I get stopped by someone. Now I have live ammo on me. Because there's going to be situations like that.
We've all agreed to the fact that you can't use that live ammo in yellow. Yeah. If you don't have rubber, then that gives you a reason to look for rubber. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think we should all just agree to that one thing, like only rubber bullets can be used in yellow zone. Boom. It's a simple thing.
I'm with it, but rubber bullets, but the live ammo can only be used in wars, if I'm listening correctly. Then, if a war started out with two factions. Okay.
Absolutely, yeah. I think that's what we've all agreed to, really. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Everyone down? Fists into the middle here?
Where the fuck did I even put the car?
We need more rubber bullets.
I'll look at that tonight.
Yeah, we're gonna have to start hunting for rubbers.
A lot of rubber bullets.
Fists in over the fireplace.
Oh yeah, rubber bullets are mainly at the I don't know.
What's
There's
that?
a lot of rubber
RPS.
bullets around,
I
man.
don't even know, man. Which
Oh,
one is it?
RPS.
It's rock paper scissors.
RPS, yeah. Okay, so as far as this looks like, absolutely everyone's here in agreement with green zones as factions and townships and military bases, yellow zones in between, and red is absolutely anything goes, yeah?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
That's what
There we go,
should
let's do this.
Alright. So, laughing.
Yo. Yo.
I wanted to have, like, a faction meet between mine and the cops, right?
Alright, boss, where we
So
going?
That's fine.
invite you to the party, then? So we can have that conversation privately?
Yeah, you said the tops, you mean the leaders of every other faction?
Well, like, you're the leader of the police, yeah?
Yeah, and then Sem is the leader
Yeah.
of Dead Legion, and then
can-
Smoke's the leader of
Yeah,
his.
I've already talked to Sem. I've already talked to Sem politically.
Okay.
I'm talking like an RP between just our two factions, and I would talk to Amnesia later on, or whenever he's free,
Yeah, I'm down.
about our faction. Okay. Alright, I'll invite you to the party here in a second.
If we're done
I'll
here,
invite
guys, me and Peru are going to make our way off, if that's okay.
Yeah, it's gonna be
think we'll
dark
come to
here in a little while.
Yeah,
Hey, did
we
you
all
fall
good?
asleep?
Ha!
I think she fell asleep.
I think she fell asleep.
Hey, I'm a log off.
Laughing. Thank you for
Yep.
hosting this meeting, man. I
No
appreciate
worries,
that.
it kinda just happened.
Hello?
Yeah, it was cool,
Yo,
man.
boss.
This is good.
Hayes.
Alright, so.
Thanks
What's up,
for
man?
your time, everyone. We'll see you soon. I hope to see you in the yellow zone. Let's get some rubber bullet action on, baby.
I hope to see everybody in the red zone, but yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
don't you worry, Amnesia. You'll be seeing me, bruh. You give me
I know, man. I know.
I'll tell you what. Here you go.
I'll be in party chat, so I won't be in game chat. Holy shit. Everybody's in here. Oh fuck. Yo. What's that? Yeah, to grab whatever you want. They fucked around and did some stupid shit. And they got ousted today. It turned out very well. It was like chewing nails at first. Oh fuck, now it's raining. I'm over at my base, a little bit south from the tower. Yeah, they were fucking up. Yeah. Yeah. Pretty much, it's not being used right now. I'm pretty much making my headquarters here at the military base. Yup. Okay. Well, I was pretty much gonna make that an admin base. Just something where me and the admin store shit and meet up. 'Cause I was making... No, the police headquarters is here at the warehouse, and then I'm gonna make another base out in the middle, kind of where the road and the the grasses, and that's going to be my main headquarters for the police faction. But as of now, the only people have access to the castle are me and Smoke, and the other 2 admins. Yup. Yeah, that's... Yeah, as far as now, I ain't got any police in my group yet, because the people that did want to join, most of them got booted, and I have not talked to any police applicant yet. That's why I came here, to have more contact with people. As far as I know, it's just Smoke, Elder, and Bunny that's in that group. Yeah, I've just been trying to fucking figure shit out. Yeah, it annoyed the shit out of me having those military guys really close. Yeah, dude. He was trying to kick people out of the Air Force base. Yeah, he fucking... He's pretty arrogant too. He's like some kid. He's telling me that he sleeps with an M4 in his bed and shit like that, dude. And that's one thing, like, that's personally like how he wants to be, whatever. But with him trying to take over the Air Force base, like he ended up killing somebody up here, and he was telling like 3 other people that they couldn't wear certain kind of clothes. Yeah. Okay. Well, I have an abandoned base at Tissy with a shooting range. If you guys want to check it out, you might be able to use that. Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. Well, like I said, man, I abandoned that base. It's you know where the shooting range is in the back? I put up like 80 fences to block off the entire area. So if you go up there and you want to take that, just let me know, and then you guys can have that. Yeah. Alright. Yep. Yeah. Yup. Yeah, I probably won't be doing any, like, serving warrants or anything like that anytime soon. And eventually, I mean, if I was going to go out about it politically wise, like, I kind of want the police faction to be at least allied with everybody in, like, a semi-neutral place. I think I misworded the police. Like, it shouldn't be called a police faction. I'll probably change the name eventually. Like, Peacekeeper faction or some bullshit. Yeah. Yeah, well, I'll once I get like a lot more members or some bullshit and I want to start stationing people out there, I would probably link up with you and let you choose who exactly has access to that station. Maybe it could be... Yeah. Okay. Yup. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm good with that. Shit, no, I don't know what the fuck. Oh yeah, I gotta fix my base. Well, I gotta add my walls up here, and then... Yeah. Yep. Wait, what? Yeah. Yeah, I think, well, I'm part of a few modding communities. Once the, once they're available, I'll start talking to some of the other owners and modders and see what we can all do with them. But as far as that goes, on the communities that I'm in, I haven't heard anything like that. I was just doing the same thing. I'm over that game. I think I'm like level 500, dude. I was done with that game. Damn. Just the economy kills me in that game, dude. You grind fucking forever. And see, I wish I knew some of those glitches. You mod it on PS3 and then switch it over. That's what I did. I transferred mine. Yeah, I do. Yo. Nice, bro. Fuck yeah. In the fucking window. What'd you do, get pulled over drinking and driving? Oh shit. A lot of shit got left behind. They didn't even have anything special. Was it before or I don't know why that would be happening. Oh, I'll be right back. Alright. Well shit, I'll link up with Sem at some point and we'll get some new maps made up for the rules and then we'll make up some different rules too. Alright, try to kill one. Oh, it has? Try to kill one they might be too close. Like, whenever events are too close to anything, they don't like to spawn in. So try to kill the other NPC and bury it and see if it spawns in then. Yeah, events are... Yeah. But yeah, like I was talking to Panda while you guys were talking about our rules and shit. I'm pretty sure Bobby was fixing to infiltrate your guys' faction. Ha! What a dick. Yeah, dude. That's fucking stupid. But yeah, I'm back out of here, go back to game chat. Try not to. Hello. Anybody still on the base? Oh shit. And I have my mic on. Penis. Hello. 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 Hello.